What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Soggy Sausage, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We're here at the Pirate Cove server and at our new base. Do we have a visitor somewhere? As you can see, I've kind of off camera built out the framework of the house, just trying to see the pattern, and I'm happy with it. I really like how it came out. I'm keeping the floors grass. Um, For now. It might change, who knows, but for now I'm keeping the floor green, the grass. And then yeah, jungle wood for the walls and for the framework around the doors and doorways. We're doing stone bricks, and then cobblestone for the foundation. And then I I came up with this sort of log style roof, right? With the jungle wood blocks, I mean logs, and just kind of go through the framework like there's logs laid across, right? And let's see what you drop, my friend. You gotta drop something, huh? Too bad you're not a zombie villager. Oh, he dropped nothing. He said, I'm dropping nothing. All right, that's okay. And in the windows, we have this sort of style, which I think I did on camera. If you guys haven't seen that one, please, I would appreciate it if you guys like. If you guys like this one, I'd appreciate to check the other one out. It's gonna kind of continue on with our conversation that we had. Um, so, without further ado, I say we finish off these logs here. We have 19 left. We're gonna need some more. I think with this one, we might have to do this and maybe that right here. Just so that we can plop. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, while we do these logs, and then obviously we're going to go ahead and just farm. Like our jungle is coming out nicely. Even this little oak wanted to join in on the big boy party. Um, we're going to need to go ahead and farm some more of these this jungle wood here. So we can kind of continue this on. But while we do that, let's sort of continue our conversation. The last couple of episodes, we've been sort of talking of my first experience with fatherhood, basically, with my first daughter, with my high school girlfriend that I had when we graduated. We were seniors. Let's just say there was a lot of love in the air. Um, and different other stuff, I gotta say, some lies. Maybe, you know, on both ends, obviously, and so that was the whole downfall of that. And then, unfortunately, that did mess with the relationship between me and my first daughter. But here's to the hopes that I'm not gonna stop trying, and hopefully one day maybe I might come around and might be able to mend that here. But all we can do is just keep trying, right? Anywho, with that being said, my second experience with fatherhood, I'm 31 years old, by the way. Um, I became a stepdad years later. From having my first daughter. I th- and yeah, let's go chop down some trees. Are we getting saplings? It's not gonna despawn because of this wood here, huh? There you go. There you go. I got a sapling. Oh, we did. Nice. Oh, we got two, three. You know what that means? We need one more. We get them. There you go. So that way we get a big chunky one here next door. Then we'll let those despawn. Let's see if we can't grab another one. Oh, can we jump to some vines? Where does this lead? Oh, we should have done that. Oh, God. It was a little scary, but we're alive, so that's good. Um, anyways, my second experience with fatherhood, right? Do you have food? It's gonna be my stepkids. I rapidly, and I'll explain that. And um, I want a preference with. Unfortunately, I have used this. I mean, you could say against my wife, well, my fiance, in kind of arguments that we've had, which is totally wrong of me, and I understand that, and I'm sort of, learning to communicate better with her. It's just a lot of personal, and I hate to use these excuses like traumas, right? Personal traumas, um, because you shouldn't let uh, moments like that define who you are in the future, right? But unfortunately, sometimes it sort of does, and it's kind of something you have to recognize, and sometimes it's too late, you know. Sometimes damage gets done. I strongly believe you still have the opportunity to at least explain yourself. And I mean, after that, if the person doesn't want to have anything to do with you, then you know what? It is what it is, right? But the worst thing you can do, I think, is just let sit, and both people be upset, and there's no opportunity, right? And that's honestly the moral of the story, of my first one. And I actually got the opportunity to be a father, right? So when I met my wife, my fiance, she has two kids, from a previous relationship, a long-term relationship, and I've kind of dated around before I met her, and a lot of girls were single moms, especially girls. I've dabbled in the whole like apps and stuff like that. Um, which I mean, it's a real wild west, and you get a lot of single moms, obviously, because that's who's really left at home and needs to kind of, you know, same thing with me. Like I'm not really much of a going out kind of guy, so that's sort of what we're left with is kind of the apps, right? So I dabbled in that for like maybe a year or two, and so my point in all that is that I dated, girls with kids. Nothing serious, to be honest. Whether it was with them or with me, it never really ended up being anything serious. So I never really got. It was more of a nuisance, really. The kids, like they would be jumping all over me. They would be hitting me, or it would be really just kind of weird. So I never really got attached to kids and stuff like that. Never had the need to, if you will. Like these girls weren't gonna be long in my life, so then you know what, whatever. And then I'm at a bar with my friends, and spiders. Oh, there's caves down here, so definitely once we finish our house, I definitely want to go ahead and check out those caves down there. I think that's gonna be our next big step here with our base. Before we kind of finish up and head back to Pirate Cove. The goal is literally to little. The goal is literally to gain profit, right? Come back with some profit. So whether that be emeralds, diamonds, if we can, coal, bunch of iron, um, you know, mainly that kind of stuff, right? Nothing, and of course the cocoa beans and some jungle saplings and stuff like that. I'm sorry, and the bamboo. Okay, those are the necessities that we need to take back to Pirate Cove. That's what this whole journey was pretty much about. Um, so with that being said, I really liked this girl when I met her. Long story short, right? Let me go get some food, actually, before we start running around here, jumping off cliffs, and, you know, possibly getting into night here. We have 31. We'll be able to finish this top part, but I don't want to leave those saplings there because we have a whole jungle to pretty much build, basically, cultivate. Um, so we want to make sure we fill up at least this hill right here with big trees. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Let's see here. So for sure, cocoa beans, right? These jungle saplings. Let me go ahead. Hold on. Let me get some food. Like I said, I cooked this, but we'll dump this, and we're gonna start farming carrots. So let's grab us a nice lady of the night and find us a good spot. Get our bucket too, so we can get some water. Find us a good spot to lay this down. Perfect. I like it. I like it. I like it. Because that's pretty much all we're gonna need after the fact. Jungle saplings, cocoa beans, and then bamboo. That's the necessities we need to take back from this jungle voyage. And then some iron, right? A bunch of iron. And then other stuff. Chicken. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and eat this. We're going to go hunting very soon. We got 11. 9 mutton. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's... Whoa. Okay, we got less than 5 minutes, right? So let's see if we can't quickly just finish this up here. I'm gonna lay this one down, doesn't really matter. But this one here, boom. Now, back to the kind, when I met my stepkids, it's gonna be the oldest girl, and then a boy. And at the time, if I'm not mistaken, this would have been 7 years. Well, coming up 7 years. So 14. I'm bad at math. 7, actually. And then that would have made our son 5 when they met them. Sorry, I'm trying to do quick math while I'm trying to build a house on Minecraft. Okay, so we finished the framework. I like it. I like it a lot. Now we need to do a nice small slope on the roof here. Different angles. One over here, one going this way, connecting with this one up here. And that's going to be all, if I'm not mistaken, planks. I think I'm going to do. But yeah, so, I mean, my first experience at this moment in my time, right? A moment in my life, right? When I'm dating around, I'm trying to get my confidence back, trying to get out of this funk that I've been in for years. Been in a dark place. It's a time where the weekend, the trilogy was a very was a soundtrack to my life. And if you know what I'm talking about, type it in the chat, baby, in the comments. Cause man, that was sort of um, my soundtrack, and was not good. I mean, it's not good a place to be mentally. I was very alone and tried looking for affection and love wherever I could find it, basically. And knowing that it might have been fake love, I still took it, right? I still agreed, and maybe I might have hurt some people in on the way too, not really realizing it, and that's terrible. So through all that, we go to a bar with my friends. I meet this girl, right, and she has kids, and it's It's a boy and a girl, and it kind of, I mean, I first meet our daughter, right? We go on a couple of dates and stuff like that, blah blah blah. And then she's like, "Hey, I want you to meet my daughter, I guess." And I didn't think nothing of it because it's happened before. When I'd go over to a girl's house or whatever, and they'd have their kid running around. So I mean, and I would never want to like date a girl and then her have to hide her kids from me because I had a kid. I felt very hypocritical for me to even think bad of a single mom trying to date or whatever. And me, being a dad, a single dad, basically. Um, Now again, my first relationship with my as a dad was not healthy for me. I took it completely the wrong way, and I did not know how to digest that kind of information. I didn't know what to do with what had happened to me. Um, and essentially, I felt like I didn't, I was just paying and slaving off to basically nothing because, um, I didn't get to see my daughter like I wanted to, right? So there was no way of me building. I mean, there was a way, but I was too young to realize that, which is no excuse. There's very much, a lot of young fathers, right? I won't say moms because there's a difference. When you have your kid there, you're sort of forced into learning how to be a parent, right? Again, it's not an excuse. Everybody, if you're old enough to make a kid, you're old enough to start thinking how to raise this kid, basically, right? Age should not be an excuse for neglecting, you know, wanting to learn how to figure out a problem, right? You could be 5 years old and for some reason something goes wrong. You can look for stuff. You should be able to know, right? And if you don't, then I would say it's a failure of the parents, right? To educate the kids at a young age that, hey, you need to solve your own problems in a sense and, find any avenue to get the answer basically. Figure it out. Don't dwell on it, right? But I digress. I don't learn any of that anytime soon. Actually, I'm lying. At this point, I would learn a lot of tough lessons being a stepdad. One of them having to deal with. Uh, Now, this is kind of a wishy-washy thing because sometimes you don't deal with it, right? And it's their actual biological father. And what I mean is like, I mean, sure, he's your dad. Hang out with him, be with him. Like he should be in your life. I'm in my eyes at the moment is like I'm dating this girl. I'm not dating her kids, right? Um, so for me, it was nothing more than I had to interact with a guy. And at first it wasn't like this. I'll explain right now, but I had to interact with a guy that the lady I'm currently with, wink wink, he was with for a while. And as a matter of fact, now they have two kids, right? And we all know what it takes to have kids. So I'm very insecure still, right? At the time, I was a lot more insecure about that. So, like I said, I was going to explain. I would just go to the bathroom and just be in there, really. Um, whenever he come to like pick him up or whatever, and it wasn't because I was scared of him. I wasn't scared of him. And not that I'm not some tough guy or anything like that. It's not that I'm scared, but it's just I didn't want to be around that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see a guy that my lady's been with. You know, I don't want that. Like it doesn't seem appealing to me at all. So I just avoided it. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna just hang out in the bathroom while he's here and he leaves. Cool. Now she lived with her dad, so I'd be over there a lot, or this and that, blah blah, right? Um, And so he'd come over, and obviously they know him, so they talk, and I'd hear him through the door and stuff like that. And that's a big ego killer. It was, at least for me at the time, you know. So, um, did that play a little into like, okay, well, they're your kids kind of thing, so you kind of figure it out. Maybe. But I could say that no. Looking back, did I do it because I wanted to prove myself to her and her parents that, you know what, hey, I'm better than whatever, right? Selfishly, is that something that maybe I could have done? Maybe, possibly. There's 7, so let me go plant a big tree. I'm trying to wait for more saplings to hit down there. But I think we have enough that we don't have to cut down any more trees. Just collect all of these saplings that drop. 9. Okay, that's good. That's good. Thinking we should do start here, but no, I want to fill up this big mountain first. Yes, 10, baby. Um. So there was that, right? Every day, every other weekend or whatever they had set up. I don't even remember anymore. What was the initial thing? But um, long story short, I would just do anything in my power to just avoid any interaction with the guy, right? Um, and like I said, it wasn't because I was scared of him or anything like that. It's just I didn't want to like have to deal with that. Like that just did not sound like something I wanted to do at all. Um, so I did it for a while, right? And then her dad once told me, like he's like, he had to talk to me, and that's one thing I commend her dad for a lot. Is he always communicated with me. He never was shy to communicate with me anything, So I really appreciated that. Because I'm a big communicator, right? And so he told me, he's like, whatever it is, whatever the thing is, or it doesn't really matter. It's just, what do you think you look like? Hiding. So that's what it looks like. It's like, what do you think, in the bathroom, and it's like, him being the dad, well, who's this guy that's around my kids, kind of thing, right? And like, it's a long story short, right? That looks really cool. I'm getting rid of this tree probably, but I like that house. Let's finish that roof. I'm excited now. I like how this looks. Oh yeah, baby. Um, so I kind of, uh, I would say, hold it 1 second. Do I have water up here? I don't think I have water up here. That's what I should have got. I think for these stairs, we're gonna use stairs. Oh, that was cool. I have water here. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, why not? There you go. Keep it green, baby. I should chop that one down. I'm trying to think where I was. Yeah. I need armor. Where was I? Shoot. Basically, then I went out. And I met the guy. And let's just say it was the biggest mistake of my life. No, I'm just kidding. It was a good big step that I took. Cause I was like, all right, let me shake this guy's hand that pretty much has been with my lady for a long time and has kids with her, you know. So, but it made me feel. I want to say manly, right? It made me feel like proud of myself that I did that. Which sounds really stupid saying it, but it is what it is. And so it made me feel really just kind of like, all right. Was I scared of this guy? No. No, I wasn't scared of the guy. I was just, I guess, scared of the situation. Like, just nervous about the how I would feel, I guess. How I would see my girlfriend when I'm with her, like, because it did happen a lot where I would picture. Now that I know his face, I would picture, and that's me. I'm a visual guy. I have a wild imagination, so my mind just kind of runs, right? Which is a curse because of situations like this where it's like I picture, like, so when I'm with her, I'm like picturing, oh, she did this with him kind of thing, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You shouldn't be like that. That's, you know, insane. And, but, again, this is my first experience. I've never had to, I mean, like I said, I would date a girl with a kid, but, I mean, I didn't have to, like, deal with their stepdad or anything like that crazy because it was nothing, it wasn't really anything serious. Never actually ended up being anything serious with them. And now with this girl meeting her family, and I'm meeting her kids, and I'm going over, and like, so it's something serious, I would say, right? Well, so, trying to see, I guess I could just, yeah, I would just continue on this way. So let's do this, boom. I like this Christmas music. It reminds me of the night before Christmas all the time. Whenever I hear it. Let's just do the whole room first. Let's just do one at a time. So we can just do this. The old Minecraft. Hold on, you gotta get at the edge. Hold on. Right about there. Um, and I think with me, I get very like into a role. If I'm looking back at it, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna be this. Let me just focus on that. Let me be that. And so I grew up, I would say traditional, right? So it would be, very misogynistic. No, I'm just kidding. Some would say yes, but I don't see it as misogynistic at all because I don't view myself any better than anybody, especially not a woman. Because now looking at mothers and my fiance and how amazing she is, um, because of so much that she can handle, right? Where you know, again, I see moms obviously very tough, but it's sort of like, well, you have to be a mom, right? It you have to be sort of tough, um, and because these kids are wild. Just if you don't catch something soon, it's a trait that you just, oh well, that's just kids, right? But I think kids learn quick. Well, everybody knows that they're sponges, right? That's what it's always been said. Kids are sponges, and they learn everything that you do basically. And I think a lot of the times it gets mixed up with, oh well, that's just how kids are. They're crazy like that. So just kind of let them. I strongly disagree. I know how kids are, which you know all that does to me is sort of lets me know, like, well, we should be as parents more attentive on that, right? So if kids are, for example, overreactive or they're very or hyperactive, well then, is it where can we expel that energy differently, right? Where can we not expel, but where can we diverge? Where can relocate? Where can we redirect? That's the word I'm looking for. Where can we redirect the energy, basically? Sports, right? Sports, energy, in playtime, depending on how old they are. Um, what are they eating? Is it sugar? Is it processed stuff where like their body's trying to process stuff? So, all the sugars that are being pumped into them. I mean, there could be a lot of factors. Are they getting any like free time? You know what I mean? Like, are they getting any like play time and stuff? So what? Hold on, that was weird. Did I get pinched by something? I don't know. But the end of that Minecraft music basically means I'm just kidding. Um, I'm trying to see if yeah, we have to go like this, right? I want to be able to meet. So I think this one, it doesn't matter. It still has to be all the way around. So we'll just kind of keep going until we reach a point where they meet, and then find out how we can make that just line, because it's a straight line. We're gonna see how this works here. But it really taught me how to be a father. Like going to sports and worrying about what these kids eat and stuff like that. Like it really got me in this protective, caring. Like I saw these kids as my kids. And maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right. I have no idea, but um, I had to make that switch in my mind, right? Where I don't see them as my stepkids, I see them as my kids. And I think looking back at it now is like, well, if I'm gonna have to deal with seeing this guy, then you know what? I'm gonna be the was it competitive like that? I don't know. Um, I want to say no, but I mean it could be because it was rough in the beginning. It was rough for me to sort of because based on what my fiance tells me, and this might be getting into the weeds of personal information, but it has to kind of do with my decision making, like what led to the actions that I took. At least me looking back at it, right? And I feel like I let that sort of seep into my mind, whether it was subconscious or not, right? But ultimately, it made me just buckle down and be the best parent I could be, you know? And then subsequently, it helped out with my first daughter because at the time she was getting older. She was like half a couple months younger than my stepdaughter. So she was still pretty young, and I would be texting her all the time, telling her, I'm not texting her, I'm sorry, calling her, as much as I can. And there was always, hold on. I think from here, we do sort of a point here, but we should have done that point all the way across, right? No, 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 no. I think they meet. I think this is the way the roof is built, so we'll be fine. Um, all right. It'd be cool to have a grass roof. Um, let's see. Let's get this dirt. So, uh, having my little family or whatever, I guess, made it more okay for my first daughter's mother for me to now be able to take my daughter and have her, you know, be able to take her for the day and then, slowly sleeping over because I had other kids. Now, again, I've never been aggressive or abusive or I've never put my hands on her or verbally abused anybody like that. Um, her and especially my daughter. Um, so with that being said, uh, yeah, I guess she now felt more comfortable allowing me to have my daughter for extended periods of time, which, I mean, I'll take it, right? It really helped me out, spend more time with her, and I, I, I'm gonna say I was really nervous. Um, I felt like I didn't want to buy her love, right? But for some reason, I felt, well, I know why. I know why I felt guilty. Because that's how her mom, for years and years and years, made me feel. Like I am a monster, like I'm some aggressive person. Um, and it was really due to all that, like the way she set up visitations, the way she communicated with me about our kid. Um, it all felt really just I don't want to sound like a total, female dog, but honestly, it is what it is. Like it's I'm trying to be as honest and as trying to recall as best as I can the situation, but sometimes it gets a little muddy. Sometimes it gets a little bit personal, like hurtful, right? Just remembering stuff. I don't need too much. I don't know if I'm gonna do the ceiling jungle slabs, but we might have enough either way. um, all right, let me see. Let me see. So with that being said, it did help a lot. At least get more time with her, but I fell into the, like I said, I didn't want to buy her love. I didn't want to, but I didn't know the best way to I'm trying to see how I can say this, connect with her. And I know that sounds so crazy, but and again, I don't want to use the excuse like, oh, I didn't know. I was ignorant. I was completely ignorant, and I let my emotions run the best of me, you know, in many occasions, and up to recent. Um, there it is. Our roof is complete. She is a beauty. I'll figure out here what to do right now with that. But I think we have this to go right here. I think we go this way, and then we go one more down. Oh, hello. All right, let's try this one here. There you go. All right, let's place that here. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. That way it sort of connects there. Do we need it here? We'll do it. And then this drops down, we'll do some fencing here. Or bamboo. No, we won't, because I think you need organic ground. Let's go to sleep here really quick. Ooh, baby. Yeah, we're definitely going to add an attic. So close this up and then close those up. I don't know what happened there. Did we give it too much of a lip? I think we did. Crap. It's okay. We'll just cover it up. Nice. Okay. Um, but let's see. We have oak. Let's see what the jungle looks like. Uh-oh. Hello. Oh, there it is. There it is. We don't need too much. please. Oh, nice. It worked out. Perfect. Boom. Boom. Let's throw... Oh, actually, I need to get more of these freaking things. I only have 2... I don't want to use them for shears. Oh, I have shears. Oh, my Ed Sheerans. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. It works like... Ooh, wait a minute. Mossy cobble? Mossy stone brick. We're gonna need either, but boom. Yep. That's perfect. Okay, we don't even need to check the other one. Continue off this way. Oh, speaking of the other one. Boom. There it is. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And you know what, actually? Let's face death in the eyes and pillar up here really quick. Oh, that's gonna be a bummer, but let's see what fits. That's pretty much it. We can fill this bad girl in that way, and then that one this way. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's okay. Nah. I think that's... Can't keep that shape. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We'll say it one more time. That's fine. Now, with my stepkids. Moving on from that first... It's been a real tough subject for me for a very, very long time. And I want to differentiate. I think we're going to do oak. We're doing oak for the ceiling. It's been a long... And we're going to chopping down this... Nah, we can't. This one goes down. That's a big Bertha right there. You know, it's been a very touchy subject for me. And it always hurts because still, again, with our relationship that we have now, which if you watch the first couple episodes, you kind of know that we don't really have, you know, you know the relationship. If you don't know, I would appreciate taking a look. If you want to know, if you don't worry about it. First couple of episodes here. Then you kind of know, right? You kind of know that for me, it sort of hits a nerve. But it is a big pivotal moment in my life. So lots of experiences, lots of learning experiences I went through. And it sort of confirms to me that I do love this little girl, you know? That sounds so crazy. My daughter. I love my daughter. You know, and there really isn't anything that would honestly change that. No matter the current status of our relationship, no matter the future status of our relationship, you know, I've let her know multiple times, and if she chooses to ignore it, then that's what it is. But I've let her know multiple times that regardless, if I don't text you or not, you know, it's not because I'm not thinking about you. Actually, it's the opposite. You know, I am thinking about you. I think about you every second, you know, of my life, basically. So just know that if there's anything that you need, I want to hear about your day. I want to hear about school. I want to hear about your problems. I want to hear about how you've overcame those problems, all of it. You know, I want to hear everything about your life, basically. So, you know, I'm sure she's well aware of my stance in her life, right? And oh, we could make some scaffolding. Nah, we got dirt, especially for these oak trees. Now for my stepkids, right? It was coupled with that, like, well, they have their parents, obviously, and who am I? I'm just the guy who's dating their mom, basically. Essentially, that's all I am, basically. But I've learned what it means to be present, what it means to be there for a kid. You know, um, practices, teaching lessons. I'm sorry, learning. What do they call them? Learning experiences, like lessons, lesson times. Whenever like something comes up, it's like, hey, realize that this is a teaching moment. That's what I'm looking for. Teaching moments and stuff like that. Just looking out for somebody else other than yourself. I always thought I did that, and I did, but looking back, it's just because I thirsted for acceptance. I wanted to be a part of your group. Um, and that's something that I've really held up against my wife currently because, well, she's a single mom. She's been for 5 years, right? And I think making her axe. Yeah, for sure. Now that we're done with the house, at least the built portion of it, we're definitely gonna go ahead and go mining. Hopefully next episode. Um, so hopefully get some more iron. But I really grew to, and I really saw sort of the mindset of a kid. You know, what am I doing? I got sticks and I got three. It's like it's meant to be. I got three cobblestone. I hope that's making sense. I know I'm jumping around because it is my first daughter's a bit of a touchy subject for me, and I know I've kind of getting over it in a sense, not getting over it, but sort of accepting what it is and sort of letting go. If it's meant to be, it'll come back, I guess. Um, but I'm not just letting it go in a sense. I'm also communicating like, hey, I'm here. And whenever it's my weekend, I'm gonna do whatever I can to go out of my way, and make dates with her and spend time with her and take her out and just have her with me. Um, so stay tuned for that update too. See how that goes. Because I'm definitely gonna be kind of diving into it on these like little therapy sessions for me, because it is helping me a lot. At least digest it and want to sort of I want to sort of make it into like a very understanding format, right? And right now I'm doing a terrible job. I know. I'm just trying to figure out here my direction with my stepkids, because it is something, looking back at it, pivotal, because I saw them as my kids, right? I made that mental switch. Whoa! I made that mental switch, and yeah, like in my eyes, they're, hey, if I'm telling you something, it's because I care about how you grow up. When you grow up, what kind of a person you turn out to be. Um, and again, maybe it's because I tried, impressing my lady, maybe impressing her parents or her family or whatever. But it's still the same. It was genuine. I did care a lot for these kids, and I still do. They're still my kids. Even up to now, regardless of their dad, and I've actually built a relationship with their dad. So that took a lot of time. Took a lot of me having to sort of man up, and then whenever my lady's dropping them off, like, go with her, and then get off and shake his hand, and you know, and her dad was right, you know, like their dad kind of began to sort of like, hey man, I respect that, or I respect this, like, thank you for this, thank you for that, like, it's like, all right, you know, have a shot, blah blah blah. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. I mean, I ain't tripping, to be honest. The illagers don't scare me. I like raids. Actually, I'm not ready for one at all. So go away, shoo shoo. Don't need you right now. Let's see. Let's do planks, baby. Let's just... Uh-oh. I hear that. And then put away some stuff here, planes. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, homie. Oh, I need some more cobblestone. Don't have one. I'm gonna need a little more. A little, 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 little. Why? Wait. Oh, dude, that was unfair. I got a golden chest plate. A golden chest plate. Alright, 13. Let's see how many we can make. Perfect. Alright. I think the biggest struggle for me with my stepkids was integrating parenting styles with the current style, right? Whatever their mom had set for them. And let's see how that ceiling is. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, nice and cozy. But it was just that, and it still really is a big challenge currently. Um, but we are currently, you know, working on communication, which I think is key. I think that's the only way to sort of maneuver around this world correctly, is learning to communicate with others, learning to communicate with things that you don't understand, and communication just means understanding. Um, for example, me communicating with somebody else, we're coming to an understanding of what certain objects are, certain phrases might be, that we need to take certain actions or whatever. Um, it's sort of like you're learning to communicate with something else, right? And in my eyes, that's sort of been life, right? It's sort of been my Bible, or my scripture, if you will. Is something's wrong, communicate. There's a there's a problem with this relationship, communicate. Talk it out. Sometimes it's tough, but you know what? If that person loves you, if that person is for you, then you know they're gonna stick around and listen to you. My wife's been very, very, very great with me about sitting back and listening to my sometimes BS, right? But I'm telling you, it's never been to like hurt her, or make her feel bad on purpose or anything like that. But it's always to, hey, this is me, and my mind is a mess. My mind is all over the place. So let me explain to you, at least, you know, let me explain to you my thought process, so that at least you understand, or at least have a picture really painted, um, of why I do things that I do, you know? And to be honest, my wife's sort of the opposite. She's sort of the person that's just kind of like, hey, she figures out the problem herself. Like, okay, there's a problem, let's fix it, sort of thing. Like, let's do it. Very scheduled, very organized. And very very in the kids' lives, right? So there was that whole sort of melding process with them. I mean, obviously, kids are kids, and if the mom says, "Hey, listen to this guy," unfortunately, what else are they gonna do, right? Um, Now we're gonna do something with this attic here. I don't think mobs can spawn here, but we'll figure it out. I don't think so because look, check it out. It's the half block. So I think we can keep it dark for now and then light it up later. But boom, 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 bam. Ladies and gentlemen, we are complete with the build. Yeah, yeah. We are complete with the building process of the house. We have one more block. We need a cobblestone, which I'll take from here. Whoa. Okay, some dirt. That way we can sort of officially say we've completed it. We just need doors, which we'll do right now on this last portion of the video. Um, Guys, I want to take this opportunity to first thank you guys. Oh no, we're not done. We need two. Oh, we screwed up, guys. We screwed up bad. All right, next video, we're going to finish up these rooms. We have this whole house over here on this side. We've messed up the roof. Crap. All right, we'll figure it out. But I know this one it's always kind of messy, but this is sort of my process, right? I just kind of blurt out the conversation. Okay? And I hope you guys can kind of respect that, you know, and I appreciate it if you guys do. And if you guys don't, then you probably have already gotten off the video. If you haven't, thank you very, very much. Please leave a comment because I want to thank you personally in the comments, give you a nice personal message, and then also be able to get your name. That way I can probably name a pet after you, probably name an area or a building or something, after you. Put a sign up and get you in this world permanently. Because thank you. Because that's to listen to this guy for bumble around for about an hour about personal situations and just kind of hey dude, get a hold of yourself, right? Well, I'm trying to, right? And this is sort of my way of doing it, just kind of blurting out the conversation, and then I have some time to kind of think about what I said, sort of contemplate, and maybe even watch the video over, and then next video have sort of a more structured kind of summary of what I just talked about, basically. And then at the same time, play some Minecraft. At the moment, build this home, and we're gonna build a bathroom and a master bedroom and another bedroom over there, and then rebuild the roof, and we should be done. So if you'd like to hear more about my fatherhood journey and explore Minecraft, right? Please join me in the next one. I'd highly appreciate it. I'm greatly appreciated with everything that I got. Um, and if you have any advice for me, if you're dads as well, let me know. If you're sons, if you're daughters, and you have some advice for me to be able to fix that, or help that, let me know. I appreciate it. Remember, love each other, love yourself. God loves you. I love you. Have yourself a great one. Be blessed. Love each other. Love your parents, man. You only get a pair, and you might get step parents. And if they're great parents, then give them an opportunity too. You never know. You never know what these young kids grew up into adults having kids are going through. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. You guys are the best. Bye bye. We can wait for the hour, but let's cut this tree down, yeah? 10 seconds, right? 10 seconds, go. Ah, All right. Love you guys.